What's going on, everybody? It's Ronnie at German Motors, and in today's video we are doing a full catback exhaust install on this 2026 CLE 53 AMG. This car is brand new. It has 888 miles on it. The owner has barely driven it, but we're already doing a full catback exhaust. So this is a fully in-house fabricated exhaust that was made here at German Motors. The only part that we didn't make are the Valvetronic mufflers. Everybody loves Valvetronic, so we're excited to hear how those sound. So with that said, let's get this thing up in the air, get to the install. But first, we're going to show you guys the exhaust that we made here, and we're going to go over some before sound clips. So let's get to it. All right, so this is the exhaust that we're putting on the CLE here. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. It's pretty straightforward. It is a catback made of 304 stainless that was welded in-house right here at German Motors by that guy. That's Rico. Did a great job welding this. It looks beautiful. And the only part that was not manufactured in-house are these mufflers. Everybody is doing Valvetronic on their BMWs, their Lambos, their Mercedes, their Audis, their RS cars. Everybody loves Valvetronic, so we went with Valvetronic to pair up to this exhaust. Now, the really cool thing about Valvetronic, as pretty much everybody knows, and as the name implies, is that they have valves. So it works with the factory valve system. Lots of these new cars, this CLE included, any modern M car, RS car, whatever it is, they all have valves for the exhaust. So you can click some of your AMG buttons in there and you can configure how loud or not loud you want the car to be. Now, the factory valves do a decent job of waking the car up a little bit, but it's still pretty tame whether the valves are open or closed. The really nice thing about Valvetronic is that when you open the valves, you open the valves. It gets loud, it sounds really good, so we're super excited to see how this sounds. Car's barely broken in yet, but I think it's going to sound awesome. So let's get this thing up in the air and get to work. All right, so you guys just heard the stock system on this car sounds really lame, very quiet. Doesn't have, this is an inline six, obviously it's a 3-liter inline six, so you can make a straight six sound pretty darn good. Mercedes didn't do that, so we're going to. The way this exhaust works is it's a catback, so it comes with a V-band. This is not a V-band, so we're gonna cut right about there and then install all the way back. Should be pretty straightforward. There's a couple things that you want to transfer over. You got to take some bracing off, but otherwise pretty simple catback install, so it should go on smooth and sound a heck of a lot better. So let's get this factory exhaust out of here and get the Valvetronic on. And one other thing that we should know about this is that the factory valves, I don't know if you can see them up in there, from Mercedes are electronic. These are obviously not. So these are pneumatic valves by default on the Valvetronic system. So another step that we're going to do is take the electronic valves out of the stock exhaust and put them on the Valvetronic exhaust. Obviously, you do have to cut and weld for that, so this is looking less possible for a at-home mechanic to do, but we can obviously do it, and we're going to. So that's another step that we're going to do once we get the factory exhaust off, put those valves on the new exhaust, and then put everything together and see how it sounds. All right, so as you can see, the factory exhaust is out, came out pretty quick and easy, and we have it laid out here over the new exhaust. You can see how much bigger and bulkier these factory Mercedes, and probably way heavier. This new exhaust is super light. This has some mass to it. So big chunky factory mufflers are going out, and we're gonna do obviously the Valvetronic mufflers, which sound a lot more aggressive and are a lot lighter and lower profile. So the next step is to get these electronic valves put onto the new exhaust right here, so everything matches, no check engine lights, no issues, and functionality is, you know, full. We also went ahead and cut the factory exhaust right there, and you can see the Valvetronic system is going to attach with a V-band. So all we have to do is, and by we I mean Rico, I'm not doing any welding at all, is put a V-band on right here so it all attaches nice and easy. That way that downpipe section connects nice. Mostly factory fittings up there, V-band right here, and then the new exhaust that away. So next step is to do a little bit of cutting and welding, so let's get to it. All right, we have the new exhaust just kind of lightly hung up in the CLE here on the exhaust stand, just so we can mock up, and by we I mean Rico, can mock up the V-band, make sure everything's gonna fit right. So already cut that piece off the stock exhaust. V-band is gonna be welded on right there, so it attaches nice, no leaks on the new system. So time to do a little bit of welding. All right, we have the new exhaust over on the bench because doing some welding, basically just getting this new electronic valve in place of the old pneumatic valves that came with the Valvetronic exhaust. The idea behind this is these new Mercedes, BMWs, Audis, basically any new car is going to throw a check engine light if you don't have the valves hooked up, so we don't want check engine lights. So we're going to put the electronic valves in place. It's going to work just like factory and be a much better setup than just having either no valves like valve delete or putting these pneumatic valves in. All right, a little bit of time has passed, but we buttoned up the exhaust on the CLE 53. Everything went in pretty smooth. The electronic valves from the factory exhaust are in, and so is the V-band that we were talking about. So everything bolted up really nice. Valve functionality is perfect, no check engine lights, so we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and start it up and see how this exhaust sounds. All right, so as you guys just heard, the exhaust on this CLE 53 sounds amazing. The stock exhaust, like you heard in the beginning, is super tame, super quiet, super boring. But the new exhaust sounds awesome. We're super happy with it. Sure, the customer is going to be as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please click like and subscribe to the channel if you think we deserved it. But that's going to do it for this one. We will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.